Hello people, how's it going? You doing alright, are you? Okay. This is a very special video, okay? I've never attempted anything like this before. It's not risky, it's not dangerous or anything like that, you know. It's just very difficult. Okay, so but before I get into the vid, cup of tea. Nice. Oh, Mug says I wish this was a gin, but well, I'm not really into gin and tonic, but I'll fill it with tea or something, you know. So. Oh, not bad. Okay, so I'm going to do the usual boring piece of crap thing. Wristwatch check. I've got my Casio G-Shock on. I haven't stopped wearing this since I got it. I've been wearing this for about 3 weeks now. Well, maybe 3.5 weeks. I don't even notice I've got it on the wrist. Half the time I'm not even aware I'm wearing the thing. It's so light and comfortable. Anyway, okay, on with the vid, because that's why you people have tuned in. Okay. Now you all know I'm from the jewellery world. Well, that's part of my background anyway. I worked for H. Samuel, the jewellers, which is part of the Signet Group, a massive, huge group. They own Ernest Jones, which is a luxury watch seller. Okay. So what I'm going to attempt to do, I'm going to use my knowledge of watches, and I'm going to purchase 3. And I'm going to try and get 3 watches of quality for £130. I mean, it would be difficult enough doing this under 200 quid. Never mind the price that I'm suggesting. I'm going to make it even more difficult. One of them has got to be a Swiss brand. Now, usually you can't do this unless you strike lucky, extremely lucky in a sale somewhere. Okay, so this could take me a few weeks to try and do this. This could take me like a month and a half or 2 months to actually acquire these watches. I think one of the watches is going to be incredibly easy to acquire. I've just got to get it at the right price, if I can. The problem is these watches are low-end watches, so I'm not going to be able to negotiate a discount on them or anything like that. Because of the price involved, £130, acquiring 3 watches, I'm going to try and make sure that at least one of them is of decent quality. I want to try and do that with all 3 though, because the worst thing I want to do is, well, I mean, anybody could go out there and buy 3 watches from the Limit brand and just like buy like 3 at sort of like 20 quid each or something. That I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, these are going to be recognised brands. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a Citizen for that. I don't think so. I think it's going to be highly unlikely. But I think I can get a Swiss watch. I'm pretty sure I can from a retailer. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So, but each of these watches are going to have to be of a certain quality, and I don't mean a really, really cheap kind of quality. These are going to have at least the quality of, say, my Seconda, okay, which actually is not bad at all, you know. So I'm not 100% sure which brands I'm going to go after. I don't know anything like that at this point until I get online, but I don't really want to go online. I'm probably going to have to wait until this whole coronavirus thing is like, until we're off lockdown, because I think we're still on lockdown for another couple of weeks. So at least another week anyway. So because what I want to do, I want to actually go into the stores and actually pick these watches up and take a real close look at them, because I don't know all of the brands. I've owned something like 12, 14 brands of watch, so I know those. I know what they're like, but I'm going to try and keep away from those. These are going to be brands, hopefully, that I've never had before. I'm going to try and do that. So one, the watch has got to be a known brand. Two, it's going to be purchased from a retailer. So they're not allowed to be pre-owned watches. They're not allowed to be second-hand either. So these have got to be brand new watches. Obviously, these watches are going to be tried on by customers and all of that. You can't avoid that. These are watches that are going to be in a display case in some jeweler somewhere. And when I mean jeweler, I mean this will be like a high street jeweler. It's not allowed to be a pawn shop or anything like that. Okay. So yeah. It's not allowed to be a pre-owned watch. It can be a watch on sale, but I'm going to try and avoid that if that's at all possible. Yeah, I mean, this is a real toughie, because I've only got £130 that I'm putting into this. This is not like business money, company money, okay, that I can just like throw away. This is my own personal cash here. So when I invest my own personal cash into something, I want to make sure that what I'm getting is good. It's of a certain quality. Okay. So I'm going to entitle this Mission Impossible, because I believe this is just about as impossible as it can get. A known brand, one of them's got to be Swiss. You know what I mean? This is not, and only 130 quid to play with. This is not going to be easy. If it was under 200 quid, it would be a breeze. If it was like, if I was spending like just 200 quid, it would be incredibly, ridiculously easy. I could like spend I could spend like £200 and get myself so many watches for that amount of money. It would be scary. I could probably get, I reckon, 7 watches for like 200 quid if I wasn't picking respectable brands that people are going to recognise from the high street. Okay, so this is not an easy task. I've never attempted anything like this before. Never. Not even personally. Alright, so I'm really like putting myself out there to you guys, because if I don't do this, it could be a bit embarrassing for me, really. So, considering my background. So, yeah, that's it, basically. I'm also going to do something I've never done before. Subscribe to my channel. I do need subscribers. I'm pretty desperate for people to put these videos out to, leave a comment, that's always nice, and like the video if you want. That's great too, But yeah, I do need subscribers. I'm pretty desperate for subs at the moment. But look, I'm not entirely sure how long this is going to take me to do. I mean, this lockdown thing is a pain in the behind for everybody. I really do need to get out there and actually physically walk into these jewelers, at least sort of like 3 or 4 different jewelers, to try and source, just to see what they've got. Never mind because the problem is, if I end up doing this online, you haven't got the watch in front of you. You can't determine what sort of quality it is. I mean, I suppose I could sort of go online to the jewelers and have a look, and then I'll be checking out other YouTube videos on these things, and you never really know. I mean, half of the YouTubers out there, they're full of it anyway, and they clearly don't know what they're talking about. So I as an expert and a watch owner, I need to go out there and actually source these watches myself. But because of the lockdown, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. I think it's another couple of weeks. But now they're talking about extending the lockdown, like a third time. Crazy, it's crazy. Right, so yeah, I'm a little bit constrained by this lockdown business, really, as everybody is. So look. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to try and source. I might have to do it in stages. I might have to source one watch, sort of every month and a half or something like that, because of this lockdown thing that's going on. I mean, if I can pick up, say, two of the watches fairly quickly, which I might be able to do that. I may be able to do that. This is such a difficult challenge. It really is. I don't know whether this is doable. 130 quid. Jeez, I mean that's cutting in it. So I mean, even the watches at like 50 quid, I'm not going to be able to buy three at that. It's going to be impossible. But getting a Swiss one as well. Jeez. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have suggested this. This might be too difficult. I'm going to tell you what. Look, I'm going to give it a shot. All right. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it my best. All right. And if I do it, great. If I do it, I'll give one of the watches away. I'll do a giveaway if I can do this, right? If I can't, well, I may still give one of the watches away. Let's see how it goes, because it so much depends on the quality of these three watches that I can pick up. That's why it's important that I get something of quality. Because if I'm going to be giving one of them away, then, you know, if that was me, I would like to receive something of something fairly okay, right? You know, you're going to wear this thing. So, well, look, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping to pick up one of the watches within the next 3 weeks. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of scouting around to see what I can find. All right, but look, we'll leave it there. Okay. As you know, subscribe, leave a comment, like the video if you want to. Absolutely fine. Fantastic. See you next time.